Hi, welcome to Matt Holman Golf. Just going to take a look at Brooks Koepka today. An incredibly powerful hitter, really sort of come through in the last year or two in terms of on the P.G.A Tour and sort of world rankings wise. I know he works with my old coach Claude Harmon. Claude spent a number of years in Europe, sort of maybe 10 years ago or so, when he was teaching Holman and Adam Scott and a number of guys, Darren Clark. And he spent quite a bit of time on the European tour. He's living up in Scotland. And so I think he really sort of seen the benefit in sending his players over to Europe. So I know Brooks came over and played the Challenge Tour maybe 3 years ago and then progressed onto European Tour and very quickly sort of found his feet and the experience from that, and now sort of see more full-time in America. I think one of his other players, P.G.A line as well, has done the same thing and seen the benefit from it. So, you know, he's an incredibly powerful hitter here. I know one of the guys I know from Texas played on the Adams Tour with him and said, you know, he's an incredibly long hitter. Sort of effortless power here, really. So we can start on the right hand side. You know, it's a very orthodox setup. He has quite a strong looking club face that you'll see in some of these modern swings. It's not the clearest footage, but we say, you know, Dustin Johnson's an extreme, but swing sort of gone more where the club face matches our sort of left forearm, or some work a little bit to the spine, but there's very little rotation in the face early. But Brooks will actually keep that strong club face look all the way to the top. So it's definitely a little shut there. You know, arm plane's a little higher than his shoulder plane. And then, as in Dustin, you know, not as extreme. That left wrist is a bit bowed, but he's very flexible, can still complete his swing. And then a really strong shoulder turn to the left to keep that club in front of him. And I've posted another video before, one of Claude's favourite drills, where they sort of place a sort of box in here, and they work on keeping the club sort of in front of his body, not getting the club trapped behind him. You can see he's got that aggressive hit turn there. So, and you'll see that in all the players with quite strong club faces, they're able to really play well with that. Often they're the stronger players that have really, you know, powerful rotation to the left with the chest and the hips. And you'll very often see this sort of bent right arm there, because that will really hold the face open. So guys with the shut club faces, you always tend to see that sort of boxer style arm position there that really holds the face open through the shot. You know, he swings down the line a little more than some, and it's sort of, you know, on where his back swing is a little higher, he sort of mirrors that through. He's not swinging as left. I know with Claude, with Dustin Johnson and these guys, and I'm sure with Brooks to a point here as well, that they're getting them to swing more left, you know, from that shut club face, really trying to rotate the chest hard to the left, swing the handle back to the left with the club face passive. What tends to happen when the face gets a bit closed, and the better player would tend to react to that and swing too much out to the right. Club drops behind us and we can hit these poor hooks and pushes at times. Face on there, you can see sort of loaded slightly into that right leg, chest is sort of leaned away. Again, what we tend to see a lot these days is where the shaft, especially the driver, leans sort of backwards. That really helps with those sort of trackman numbers of really hitting up on it. Again, he has a, you know, slight bump into his right side. It's quite a centered look there. It's a wide movement, but he sets the club well. We can see that sort of shut club face as he swings up to here. Club is in quite a strong position, but he's very flexible with the right arm folded. And he's got this strong move onto his front leg. I think one thing you'll see in a lot of the Butch Harmon players, and what Claude, when I used to take lessons with him, would definitely advocate this nice covered look where we get the head back to where we started there. He often talked about what he worked on with Holman and Adam Scott, trying to feel that right side of the face more in front of the ball, you know, to stop us leaning back too much. So you can see Brooks there really covers the shot well. You know, shaft starting to release. It's a very powerful, compact, dynamic looking movement.